Hey everybody, Varun here from Language Academy, guys. Welcome back to another video. This video we are going to look at 3 things which you should never do in PT if you actually want to get your desired scores. I'm going to bust out a few myths over here. I've got a lot of comments and messages from students asking, is this working? Has this changed? PT is not the same anymore. PT changes the format every month, every week, and so on. I'm going to tell you 3 things which you should never believe or do when it comes to taking the PT test and clearing it in the very first go. Number 1 is changing the templates every now and then. In all my videos, I've always asked you, you should not just be following my templates. You can follow any template in the world which you are comfortable with. If you're taking classes anywhere, if you're studying with someone else, you are free to use any template in the world you are, given that you are using it properly. Remember this thing. It is not the template which will give you the scores. It's more about how you use the template. If you use the template properly and understand how the template will work, how the computer will interpret the template, you will get the scores. I get a lot of comments that this template is not working, that template is not working. Yes, PT sometimes block certain templates, but it's not every other day that PT is sitting and blocking the templates. It happens once in 6 months or a year. That's when we say that there are some changes. But if you come and ask me that are there any changes every 1 or 2 weeks, that's not the case. That is not how PT works. I've been training students for PT for the last 6 to 7 years, and I can tell you that PT is not a joke that it will change overnight. It does change it, but yes, once a year or sometimes after 6 months. So you shouldn't be changing the templates every now and then. You can use any template in the world you wish to, given that you're using it properly. For example, if you're using an essay template, I'll never tell you that you have to only use my template if you actually want to get the scores. Template is just a structure. If you just write the template and do not add any keywords in the essay, you are not going to get the scores. So in order to make any template work for yourself and get full scores, you have to make sure that you include all the keywords from the essay topic in your answer and add around 5 to 6 keywords related to the essay topic in your answer. You can use any essay template. I'm just giving you an example, but you need to have proper keywords in order for that template to work. Do not just think that template will change overnight, or you cannot use this template or that template. You can use any template, but use it properly. Any template will get you the scores as long as you are using it properly. That was number 1, one thing which you should never do. Number 2, do not cram reading grammar rules or the reading fill in the blanks. I've seen students having 20 pages of grammar rules that yes, whenever I ask them what you're doing, they're just telling me that I am memorizing the grammar rules. Grammar rules are important, no doubt. Grammatical rules are extremely important. I've also seen students cramming reading passages or reading fill in the blanks, hoping that they'll get the same. Yes, sometimes you might get the same passages in your test, but it's not necessary or it's not mandatory that you will get the same thing. Now, when I say do not cram the passages or do not cram the grammar rules, what do I mean? See, you have got around 2 to 2.5 minutes to solve one passage with around 5 blanks. You have to solve one passage with 5 blanks in 2 to 2.5 minutes. In that, you have to read the passage, understand the options, eliminate the options, and then if you have a lot of grammatical rules memorized, I don't really think you can apply all those grammar rules in 2 minutes on 5 different fill in the blanks. Grammar rules are important, but in order to improve your reading, what you need to do is you need to develop your skill or your ability to understand the meaning of the passage. Unless and until you do not understand the context, means the passage or the meaning of the passage, what the passage is trying to say, what flow the passage is in, doesn't matter how many grammar rules you have, you're not going to get the right answers. First thing, improve your ability or skills of skimming the passage and getting the meaning of the passage, context of the passage, and then once you have the context of the passage, you can use grammatical rules in 1 or 2 blanks to solve or eliminate the options. It's not that you have got 5 blanks, every blank you will apply grammar rules, grammar rules, grammar rules. Grammar rules are helpful, but do not over rely on them. The most important thing is context. Then you have to use a bit of grammatical rules to eliminate the options and select the best option as per the context. So thing number 2 which you should never do is do not cram a lot of grammatical rules and reading passages. Understand, practice. Instead of practicing 20 passages, you can practice 10 passages. Whatever you practice, you should be able to understand it properly so that you are able to do or have the right approach and increase your chances of getting the right answers in the test. And this was thing number 2. Now let's move on to the last thing which you should never do in PTE. Many students nowadays, they used to get 19 speaking before, are not getting the scores now is because they confuse their speed with their fluency. Remember, fluency is not your speed. Fluency, I have repeated several times, fluency is your flow. You do not have to go too fast or read too fast in order to get full points. To get full points in your fluency, you have to make sure you speak naturally and take pauses. Take natural pauses and avoid unnatural pauses. What are natural pauses? Any pause at comma, at full stop, at connector, end of a phrase, end of a clause. You can take a slight pause. As long as you speak in a flow, you can go slightly slow at a slow pace as well. But as long as you are in a flow, you can get your desired scores for sure. I'll repeat again, fluency is not your speed. Do not try to go too fast or do not try to rush. Understand what you are going to speak. Speak in a natural way, take natural pauses, keep yourself comfortable and speak clearly, and definitely you will get your desired scores. And that was number 3. I've mentioned 3 things which you should never do in PT. Changing your templates again and again. PT is not something which changes overnight. Every now and then it changes, but after a certain period, so you don't have to stress about it. Number 2, do not cram a lot of grammatical rules. Grammar rules are important. Do understand the rules. Try to learn how to apply the rules rather than just cramming them, and do not cram a lot of reading passages as well. And last, do not confuse your speed with fluency. Fluency is your flow. It's not that you go too fast and you'll get your desired scores. That's it from this video. I hope the video was helpful. If it was, make sure you practice and follow this in order to get your desired scores. If you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section. To practice, you can go on languageacademy.com.au, practice over there, and you can take one free full scored mock test as well, for which you'll get a scorecard, tutor feedback analysis, and you'll come to know what mistakes you're making and how you have to improve the same. For that, you just need to go on languageacademy.com.au and register. If you want to practice on mobile or phone, you can download the 𝗙𝗲𝗃 practice app as well, 𝗙𝗲𝗃 exam practice app. That will help you with your preparations and will definitely give you a better insight of what mistakes you're making, how to improve the same, and how you have to get your desired scores. That's it from this video. If you need any help, we have got our branches in Australia, in India, in Nepal as well. And for PT Academic and for PT Core, we do provide online classes. We have got students all over the world. If you need any help, just book your trial class. Give us a call, send us a message, or visit our website. Our team will be with you and we will make sure we give 100% to help you out and help you get your desired scores in the very first go. Varun from Language Academy. I'll see you in the next video.